Sports Center, ESPN this morning, and now you got people saying that, well, he making excuses. It didn't matter. He got outboxed, which he didn't get outboxed. He got caught with a shot and really, whatever. And then they was asking him like, could you tell any difference? He was like, I really don't know, but I felt like something wasn't right, but I didn't want to make no excuses. Right? And now people saying, well, he making excuses. It don't matter that Ryan is tested positive. He still lost. And we just trying to figure out where is this hatred coming from this young black man? Right? I understand a lot of guys like Tank dislike him, and Shakur and them niggas jealous of him because he came from money. Right? And where they daddy at? You know what I'm saying? And I love Jalen Rose, but in that Fab Five documentary, let me tell you, because I forget who said it on Twitter, it's because he has an active father in his life. And what's so funny is you seeing, and forget the Mexicans, somebody ain't care about. They always making excuses. Oh, Earl on steroids, or Terrence on steroids, or Deontay on this, but Canelo on steroids, Valdez on steroids. Like, come on, let's keep it funky. Or they on the performance enhancing drugs. And all three of them ninjas was in the same camp at the same time, right? But nonetheless, let's take them out of it, right? A lot of black people feel that if you come from money, or your parents left you something, that you are lesser or you're privileged. See, they talk about women being in love with black women being in love with struggle love. Black men are in love with struggle. Oh, I got it out the mud. I didn't need no help, and I got it out the mud. They associate that with success. And when you come from money, or you come from success, or you got parents that gave you stuff, you came home to 3 square meals, you had backpacks, uniforms, clothes, video games. They look at you as lesser. Oh, your father was there. They look at you as they start deducting that. Well, I didn't have that, and I didn't have what you. Hey, look here. Don't come over here hating, my nigga. Don't come over here with that. Don't come over here hating. Leave that hating at your house. But that's how they really feel, and they feel that you're a lesser of a black person if you come from a certain neighborhood. If you came from money. People say, well, my parents didn't give me a car. Well, my parents didn't do that. Hey, yo. That ain't what they got to do with the price of tea in China. What that got to do with me? You think you better than us. Like, why would you hang around me then? A lot of these, I heard all that shit growing up, bro. I heard all that shit growing up. All that shit. Well, my parents didn't give me a car. You got 2 cars, and my parents, I don't give a... Hey, tell Brenda to get to work. Should have stayed with your daddy. Well, my daddy wasn't in my life, and I'm not, man, I don't care nothing about your Frederick Douglass autobiography ass life, my nigga. And I think that the dude on Twitter, I forget his name, he made a great point. That might be what it is, because he has an active father. He came from some money, and black people see that as a deduction, or doesn't, they see that as a badge of dishonor or whatever. So, but now he making excuses for his loss because he went in the ring with somebody that possibly popped hot for two drugs. Right? And I seen somebody post something saying, well, the B sample, remember to come back negative. How did B sample come back negative already? If it takes 72 hours to produce a B, if it takes 72 hours to test, and he got to tell them, well, do the B sample. Do the B sample. Right? So it takes, if he got the letter on May 1st and it takes 72 hours to test, how we know? Because they got the B sample already. They just need to grow ahead. Okay, you want us to redo this B sample, or you going to accept the punishment? So if it takes 72 hours to test that B sample, right, then how we get the results in less than 24 hours? If that's the case, then they knew that he was going into the fight with a competitive advantage. And we need to talk to Devin Haney and them. And did you know? We know that's not the case. So we got to wait and see. So, we probably know something next week. And if the B sample come back negative, hey, You know, that mean, hey, we gotta get more clarity about what's going on. Do they do a DNA test at this point, which is always sketchy, was always controversial. So hey, we gotta wait. But at the end of the day, it's rare that B sample come back the other way. It's not that you provide another specimen or more blood. No, they take 2 samples, and just in case something got contaminated on the way to the lab. I mean, you got to understand, you got people who taking the specimens to the lab. So what if something happened? They didn't follow protocol, and they contaminated the sample. That happens. You know, that happens. So we can't say that happens, but nonetheless, but he making excuses because the guy came. Oh, that's enough right there to come in 3 pounds overweight. That's enough right there. You didn't make the weight. I made the weight because I had to hold my title. You refused to make the weight. So if you refuse to make the weight, I'm at a disadvantage. You come in a half a weight class. In some situations, damn near a whole weight class different. We wouldn't have mattered. Like, what do you mean you wouldn't have mattered? So they said, oh, the weight didn't matter. Y'all making excuses. Now you possibly popped hot for 2 separate drugs, performance enhancing drugs. Well, it didn't matter. He's still like, hold on. So coming in with a competitive advantage and weight didn't matter. Popping hot for oestrogen didn't matter. Popping hot for what, 19 oestrogen, whatever it is. So all that don't matter. Like Devin said on Sports, he said, I've been in there with great fighters. I've never been conquered. Like somebody has never been that much better than me. So I had me questioning myself. That emotional and psychological damage, along with that physical damage, you can't get that back. They said, you want a rematch? Nah. He said, I want to do something else to him. And rightfully so. Your natural feeling, once you sleep on something, you feel that way, rightfully so. For what he did, he deserved to go to the upper room talking about God, and y'all be like, oh, everybody deserve a second and third chance. Everybody but the black person, or everybody but you deserve a second and third chance. But then when it come down to that individual, then they want grace. They want another chance. No. When it come down to people that look like me, when it come down to you as an individual, everybody else shun you. They get half the story. Don't get your half of the story. Believe what they say. They don't come straight to you. And they ready to ban you. Then the real story come out. And then don't nobody, oh yeah, my bad. Come on. The damage is done to my reputation. This guy sit up here, God, Jesus Christ, and advocate to smoke weed. Jesus Christ, God. We got all these baby mamas. God. But drunk in the club. God, and appeared to be a fucking cheater. So we ain't gonna talk about how much of he a hypocrite. I knew he was lying. Fuck the letter, right? Because we got the letter. Fuck the letter. We knew he was lying when he blamed the ashwagandha. I'm like, okay, if you popped hot, you say it's a conspiracy, it's a witch hunt, because you exposed somebody. Show me the nigga you exposed. Who going to jail? Who house getting raided? Who getting in trouble for what you said? Who going to jail? Matter of fact, rewind it back a little bit, fast forward it to after the fight. Well, I told people I was just doing the crazy stuff. I got videos saying I was just going to do the crazy stuff to psych them out. So you was telling the truth or you was lying, right? Then you go all the way back to the ashwagandha. Okay, you popped hot. You go instantly, oh, it's just ashwagandha I took. It got to be. Hold on, you didn't think about it. Matter of fact, you told us the letter wasn't real. So how is you saying it's the ashwagandha if it's the fucking witch hunt? Matter of fact, we wound it all the way back. We fast forwarded all the way forward. The ashwagandha company came back and said, ain't no oestrogen in this ashwagandha. A lot of people saying that the oestrogen, it has to be injected into the body. That's the only way you can get into the body is by injection, not oral. Now, they might have a vast formula that may not be, on the internet, whatever. So if you didn't do it, why did you instantly say it was the ashwagandha? If it was a lie, then why did the actual VADA letter leak out online? So it's false. There's false reporters. It's a lie. I took ashwagandha. They came out and dispelled, said that shit ain't there. Come on, been taking ashwagandha for a while now. Since Kofi told me, go subscribe to Kofi Universe for the latest and greatest in hip hop albums and hip hop news and rap news and all that stuff, right? Kofi Universe. Like, come on. But y'all wanted this young man to lose so bad. Y'all wanted him to lose so bad that it don't matter if the dude possibly cheated 3 times before they fought. He cheated at the weigh-in. And Devin had plenty of times to walk away, but everything happened for a reason. You might not know why you're going through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? But everything happened for a reason. That man could have lost his life in the ring. Well, it didn't matter. I mean, it didn't give Ryan the competitive. Okay, if it didn't give you an advantage, why you need it? Why you needed the 3 pounds? Why you need the Ashwagandha? Why'd you need the possible 19 Ashwagandha? Why? When Miller got popped, not one Jarrell Miller got popped. Not one black person sat up there and cape for Jarrell Miller. Not one black person got up there and made a case for Jarrell for real. Right? But you got all these people, these black people, that's caping for Ryan Garcia. All these Mexican people that's caping for Ryan. Oh, it don't matter, this, that. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Y'all gave Canelo a pass. Y'all gave Valdez a pass. Y'all give Ryan Garcia a pass. I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. All that bullshit, I ain't trying to hear it. So, you know, oh, it don't matter. We were really nah. Keep that same energy. Y'all gotta cheat us to beat us. And barely did that shit. I would sue Ryan Garcia. I would try to send him to the upper room. I ain't gonna lie. I'd try to send Ryan Garcia to the upper room. I ain't gonna front with you. Like, he did that shit to my kid. Oh, man. I'm sending dog to the upper room. Well, I'm gonna try. You know, and that's just what it is, bro. What he did was foul. Fake ass Christian. Can't stand these fake North American or these Christian Americans, man. I can't stand them, bro. Because most of them, all them fake. The ones that really practice it, shout out to them. And really live by what they preach and really know their word. But it is what it is, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the Box News playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate y'all for supporting. Peace.